All right, guys, welcome back to the Master Apprentice video and podcast. How you doing today, Afton?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing today, Sammy?
I'm doing pretty good as well. So today we've got some information regarding some upcoming Star Wars shows. As everyone knows, there's a lot of strikes going on, a lot of protest with like the WGA, and it kind of started with the Writers Guild of America, but it kind of expanded. Actors, different groups with that, directors, different groups with that, and even to some special effects groups. And so one of Disney's special effects group that's in Singapore, not only do we have all these strikes going on, which is not really affecting this instance. This is an instance of Disney struggling financially, having a lot to cut back. You guys have seen it. A lot of people from Disney have been let go. A lot of big companies are letting go of even big names. For instance, ESPN has let go of pretty big name reporters. The same kind of goes for Disney and having to shut down their Singapore CG, special effects, mostly due to financial stability. It also has to do with the strike, right? So with two of those things being in mind, but with that, we have some news regarding that. Um, so this is an article that we get off of, I forget what it's called. Sorry, the Direct. This is an article we get off of the Direct. So right into it, Lucasfilm just recently announced that its Singapore visual effects and animation studio is closing indefinitely, which led to many fans wondering how it would affect Season 3 of The Bad Batch, as well as other animated shows. Season 3 of the Star Wars The Bad Batch is scheduled to be released sometime in 2024, serving as the final installment for the show as a whole and wrapping up the chapter in the Clone Force's 99 story. A teaser was already provided to fans who attended Star Wars Celebration back in April, teasing the return of Emperor Palpatine, Omega and Crosshair's relationship as they imprison together, and how Clone Force 99 will rescue them. Omega voice actress Michelle Ang shared a photo via Instagram back on June 28th of a congratulatory award being part of the show, indicating that the voice actors were done recording their lines. Joe Aaron, who is the director of the cinematography for the Star Wars Bad Batch, recently took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to update fans on how Season 3 of the show is coming along and as Lucasfilm's primary animation studio is affected by the closing of Lucasfilm's Singapore visual effects and animation studio. Aaron told the public in his post that Lucasfilm Animated LDT is not affected by this closure, and went on to let fans know that they are still ferociously busy working on Season 3 of The Bad Batch and Season 2 of Tales of the Jedi. Just to be very clear, we're not affected by this closure. LAL is not in Singapore. We've always been at either the ranch or where we are now in San Francisco or working from home. We are still ferociously being busy working with CGCG to bring you all Season 3 of The Bad Batch and Tales of the Jedi. The reason that so many fans were concerned about The Bad Batch and other Star Wars animated projects is that Singapore studio played such a vital role in developing past shows such as The Clone Wars. It is entirely possible that Season 3 of The Bad Batch could be affected by this closure slightly, but Aaron and the rest of the crew at LAL are still working to get out on time. His comments are saying that LAL as a whole is still operating out of the headquarters. So there you have it. Some relatively good news altogether. Supposedly, it's not going to be affected. Supposedly, we still are supposed to be getting, Bad Batch Season 3 next year and Tales of the Jedi Season 2 next year, which is good news for Star Wars fans. Anything on any of that, Afton?
It's kind of weird seeing them close this, but Lucasfilm does not seem very worried about it. I mean, closing a whole branch down, they clearly planned this ahead of time, but it's crazy to see that big amount go away. If this could mean less animated films in the future, not 100% sure, because it doesn't even seem like they're coming out with much more and to begin with. I mean, oh no, we're not getting another season of Young Jedi Adventures. I don't think very many people, including the 3-year-olds that watch that, would care too much. I mean, depending on where you are politically on these strikes, just ignore that. It's okay. Star Wars is not stopping. That's all I'm saying. That's the only reason I'm saying it's not that bad.
Yeah. So hopefully some good news for some Star Wars fans, because we all know season 1 of Tales of the Jedi was a big hit. A lot of people loved it. And Bad Batch, for the most part, especially season 2, was liked by a lot of fans. I personally love Bad Batch season 2. It's one of my favorite animated seasons of any show, really. So I'm excited to see that these shows aren't going to be delayed or anything like that as of now. We'll see what the future holds for us. But yeah, with that, we hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like and download and follow if you're on the podcast. With that, we hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will see you guys in the next one. See ya.
Peace.